It's best friend in a handbag time. So put me out of your purse and put me on the dashboard of your car.
Okay.
I want to see something.
Mm. What if we ain't going nowhere?
Oh, you gonna take me somewhere, honey. I ain't jump out this purse for nothing.
Oh, that's right.
Babies, babies, babies. First off, I'm T Styles and my co-host
Sea wash.
is here, and we are talking about reasons why you may be, and we're talking about six,
Mm.
attracting friends who use you.
Ooh. This.
Have you been used before?
I'm sure. Yeah. I felt like it anyway. Yes.
Any examples that you can pop up and think of off the top of your head? And the reason why I say that is because the proper user, you won't even know you're
That's
being used.
that's the point. It's like I felt that's why I said I felt
Ooh.
like I had. I felt like I had
Mm.
because unless they straight up tell you, you won't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it may okay, so first off, I'm 115% sure that I have been used before. And depending upon the scenario, I don't care. Especially if I'm getting something out of it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Ooh.
I'm all sometimes for a reciprocal using.
Okay.
You want something from me, I want something from you. Let's hang out. For instance, let's say you always are crying broke,
Mm.
but you got a car and I'm not driving.
Mm.
You take me, I pay for you. Is that using or is that a
Wow.
deal? You know what I mean?
I hit.
I think the using becomes when it's heavily weighted on one side
Yes.
or the person actually pulls out of the friendship, leaving you confused after they have gotten what they wanted.
Mm. Damn.
So, we're going to talk about some things, guys. We're going to give you 6 tips on why you may be the kind of person who attracts users. Back in the day, like I said, I'm sure I did. I always had the apartment.
Mm.
I always had the car very young. So we're talking about 18 years old,
Mm.
19 with a car, with an apartment. So I had folks that wanted to come over and hang out,
Yeah.
wanted me to pick folk up. And again, if you come with your company and I'm bored, then you come over. I may not care. So but when you get a little bit older, the shit hurts. Especially,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what
For
I'm saying?
sure.
Especially when you have the wherewithal to feel it.
Yeah.
So I want to go over some scenarios,
Okay.
baby stories
Okay.
on how you may detect
If you been.
somebody's using you. So
Okay.
let's take this person named David.
All right.
Okay. So let's say he's an up and coming food critic in Baltimore.
All right.
Okay. So he starts networking to boost the startup and he starts befriending other people in the area.
Hmm.
You know, some of them doing the same things, they all influencers. So initially they seem to support David.
Okay.
They know that he's a food critic, so they say come out here, come out there. But soon they realize that they are using him for clout, especially since
Mm.
his business is budding or growing rather.
Ooh.
And so he's starting to see that, he'll come out to a place. First thing they do is cut on the camera when you said you just wanted me to come over here and kick it.
Right. Right.
Meanwhile, you got me on your Instagram.
Mm.
And I'm like, I thought you just said we was coming out to get something to eat.
Right. Ooh.
And David is always attracting these kind of people. We're going to talk about some reasons why you may be doing that, but isn't that an example of
Oh yeah.
somebody that's maybe putting themselves in a position, or first of all, isn't that an example of somebody who may be being used?
Yes, for sure. I mean, and like what you said before, being
Reciprocal.
reciprocal.
Yeah, I like to pull out my
I
big
like
words
that.
every now and
I
then.
like
I
that.
am an author of all things.
Hmm. An amazing author. So I like the reciprocal. But if David not getting nothing out of it, then that's bad. That's a bad look on David.
Yes.
Yeah. So, mm,
Especially if it's not communicated that you wanted me to get on your social media
yeah.
platform.
I didn't know I
I
was
was
doing all
coming,
that.
I'm a food critic,
Right.
but I was coming over there because you literally just said you wanted me to come and get something to eat at your spot, or hang out at your food truck, or anything. And I already did your spot. I already did something about you.
Right.
Now I just want to hang out and and kick it. I want us to just be chill.
Right.
So what about this scenario? Tell me if you feel like this sounds like one too.
Okay.
A single mother, and we call this a single mother, her new friend. So let's call her, I made a list of names. Sophia.
Cindy. Okay.
So Sophia is a single mother, and let's say she joins a group with other mothers, single mothers.
Okay.
And that's what single mothers do, right? And mothers now. But me and you both were single mothers, but I don't know what mothers do.
I don't know what they do now.
Okay. So let's say she joins a group and she starts getting close to a few of the parents and having them a good time. And then one of them say, "Can you watch such and such? I know you're having a baby, and you mind?" "Oh no, I don't mind, girl." She said, "'Cause I know you got more time, because you got that business at home and something like that." "Oh no." Okay. The next week come.
Girl.
"Do you mind if I bring over Junior, whatever?" "Oh no, cause I know your baby's still there, right?" "Yeah, it's 2 babies now, but I guess no, that's fine." Okay. The 3rd week, 4th week, 5th week, ain't nobody came and seen about mine.
Nope.
Nobody asked about sprinkles. Ain't nobody come and say, "Look, you done got Junior X amount of times. Do you need me to grab sprinkles?"
Right.
Is that a case where
we're
being used?
100%. Yes.
Tell us, y'all. Go to best friend in a handbag.com. You can get our Facebook page and answer the question. Is that a situation where you're being used?
Absolutely. 100%. And until you put your foot down, you're going to keep being used.
Okay, we're going to talk. Let's do another one.
All right.
Let's call this one Aisha. Let's call it Miss Generosity.
Okay.
So she's known for being generous in the neighborhood, help out folks in time of need. But she's starting to feel like she's being taken advantage of because they only contact her when they want
honey,
money.
Oh no.
Never really, understanding and respecting the fact that she doesn't have to do any of it.
Right.
It's almost like because you got it, give it to us.
Oh no.
So generous Asia may be like, is that a case of being used?
Yeah, if you've given it to them before,
yes,
and they keep coming back, and you don't getting paid back. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but yeah, I would say yes.
Sometimes, and then, the people that use people, they get sloppy with it. It's like you can tell. It's like they don't care to spread out the use,
right?
The abuse. They will just
island on as long as you allow.
Gone.
Yeah.
I met this girl. I don't even know where I met her from. You remember her? Remember the one that lived over in the apartment complex? They were always praying.
Yeah, I do.
And then the reason why I say, honey, whenever there's something going on, she was always praying, but she was also always begging. And I think she thought that God was going to answer her prayers through me.
I just praise God.
But always asking for money. And we were new friends. She never got the first bag. So I don't know why she kept asking for the second and third.
And this is why I was going to say, you can't be used if you don't allow it.
No.
So yeah, you could ask 50 million times, but if I've never given it to you, then I'm not being used. You just trying it.
I left her right where I found her. I was done. So I was not willing to be Asia. Okay. So let's call this person Lily. So she's an aspiring writer.
Okay.
And has a circle of friends that she roll with. But they often let's do art. Let's do a painter. Writer is too on the nose for me.
Okay.
So Lisa's an aspiring painter.
Okay.
And she lives in like Atlanta, circle of friends. And let's say they often asked her to paint for her or for them.
Okay.
Little pictures.
Okay. I was gonna say
maybe
artistic
little designs on shirts. Maybe somebody's having an event and they want a special piece with the baby's big head and stuff like with the little body and stuff, and for the shirts for for baby's second birthday. And at first, she didn't mind doing it, but now they always expect it. And we talking about not even giving nobody no money.
Definitely being used.
Does that sound like a case of being used?
Definitely being used. You are trying to use me for my services and I'm not being compensated.
I'm not being compensated. And let
Yeah.
me tell y'all something, because I've had many skills that have been tried to take advantage of. I've been people that try to take advantage of my writing skills. Write me a whole screenplay, will you?
Yeah. I got a story for you. You can write my story.
I got a million. I got so many books that I have to write stories. I don't have any more room
I need
to
your
do. I don't
story.
need no more stories. When I was a certified massage therapist, meaning that from the Department of Health, like I was a certified massage therapist, I would have people say, "Can you give me a massage?" That is
Wow.
a skill that, and I'm putting my body in it, not,
Yeah.
and I'll pay you. Just come massage me. How dare you?
How dare you?
That's
For sure.
definitely a case of being used. And just because the person has a talent does not mean that they want to give it or do it because you want them to give it or have it be done.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
What about that coworker? Let's call her Jasmine. That's very reliable.
Hmm.
So let's say she work at a fast food restaurant,
Okay.
and they know that she's always there. She don't have any kids. She don't even have a man. She left him last week.
Mm.
And so whenever there's a holiday, she normally don't mind
Ooh.
working a shift. So if she's not scheduled, somebody say, "Do you mind?" She's like, "Yeah, I can."
All right.
But now she's at work at the fast food. I want to go home. You don't call down here telling me something. "You mind covering my shift for 30 minutes? I'll be here or for an hour."
Mm-hmm.
And they continuously do it, continuously
Continuously.
do it over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yep.
Does this sound like a case of being used?
Absolutely. 100%.
And it's happening to Jasmine all of the time.
Mm.
Let's talk about the final one that you probably don't really happen, but it may. Somebody may feel me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call this person Marcus.
Okay.
And he lives in an apartment building.
Okay.
Okay. And a lot of the people who in this apartment building, they know each other.
All right.
They're hanging out at each other's house sometimes, this, that, and
Okay.
the third.
Okay. Nice little interactive apartment building.
And yes. But let's say Marcus has a skill. He know how to fix stuff.
Like
stuff.
handyman type joint. Okay.
At first, he didn't mind putting that doorknob back on that your boyfriend yanked out when he was trying to get at you.
Mm.
He didn't mind cementing that wall, not cementing, what you put the caulk on it and then painting it and patching that wall.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, he was trying to get at you. That way they don't take your security deposit when it's time for you to leave.
Fact. Mm-hmm.
He don't mind putting up your curtains. Y'all know it's work when you got to put up the curtains, especially if you ain't got the proper tools. You ain't got the little ladder or nothing.
No
You don't mind
toolbox.
doing that.
No rods, no nothing. Just come do it.
You done had another baby. And he went in there and put up the crib and all that.
Damn.
But now folks just expect, "Oh, when you come over, can you mind doing this?" And he's tired to the point where now he's starting to hide.
You ain't giving him no cheeks. You ain't made him a meal.
None of
You
it.
ain't paid him. Mm-mm.
Does that sound like a case of being used?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I got, for all of those examples you just laid out, I have one word, two simple little letters that will shut it all down.
Let me hear it.
No.
Ooh.
It's so simple.
No.
No.
No. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Or you can have a conversation like how I do.
Yeah. And this is why I'm saying no.
This is why I'm saying no. You don't want me to have a conversation then?
Just no.
Then no.
No.
So if you are one of these people who are constant, because there are a group of people that's all they attract. And I'm gonna tell you why you attract these people.
Because you don't say no.
You don't say no, and we're gonna add on to it.
Okay.
First, you gotta say no.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't get there, or if you do say, even if you do say no, but then the next person come and they're doing the same thing.
Yes. Because we talking about attracting all the time. That's what we talking about.
Okay. First thing is you're going to have clear boundaries. Number one, you have to be able to communicate with people about who you are, and without making an announcement or sending out any kind of press release, who you are as a person or a woman. In other words, for instance, if you hang out with me, I expect you to be on time if we go out somewhere. Folks that know me know that.
Yeah.
So I'm letting you know off the cusp what kind of person I am. Now, if you continuously could show up late when we go out, then don't expect me to come. Or if I come now, I may be late. I may not rush for you. I got a lot of stuff going on too.
Right.
And I'm sure that a lot of you do. You got mothers, you got jobs,
spouses,
or it just may be an effort to put your clothes on.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but when I go out, I like to shine up. And so if I'm shining up, put my clothes on, honey, and you late, I'm gonna be pissed. But somebody told me something sometime. I forgot. It may have been you, C-Wash.
I think it was me. I know what you
said, don't go nowhere that you don't want to be by yourself.
Amen.
So you have to make sure that you have clear boundaries, that people know in the best way possible that when I'm doing this for you, number one, is out of kindness, not to be confused with allowing you to disrespect me.
Yes, there it is. That's a big word there.
And that goes back to because they won't know unless you tell them.
That's true.
Communications. Look, baby.
Everybody, they do it to everybody.
No, I'm sorry. I'm like, I know, honey. I just appreciate. No, it's the first time. Not a problem. I know things happen. I just make sure that I'm here because I know that your time is important, just like mine. So it's not a problem. Let's get us some drinks. Second time. Oh, I'm sorry. And we're talking about late. We're not talking about 5 minutes.
Right.
We're talking about 20, 30 minutes late.
You better hope I'm still there, bro.
Especially after I've had my conversation with you. Look, just want to let you know that I'm telling you, if you feel like you want to reschedule, let me know.
Yeah.
You knew you was going to be late when you left out the house. We supposed to met at 10 o'clock and you left out the house at 9:45.
Yeah.
And it's 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to be late.
Yeah. Put the call in right then and there. I'm running a little late. Such and such ain't come relieve me for the baby. Babysitter ain't whatever. Say something. That's another thing. People don't communicate at all.
At all. And it's getting tired.
Yeah.
Observe, folks. Pay attention to whether there is a fair give and take in relationships. Because relationships that are about something are not one-sided. People, for instance, when I hang out with my friends, it's not somebody always expecting me to dig in my pocketbook and then cover everything.
Yeah.
Or reaching out to folk, well, first, this was me at first, not always reaching out, saying, let's hang out. I do a better job of that. I really put all mine in 1 month, this past month. I'm good probably for a year and not reaching out. But, you're not always the person that's having to reach out.
Yes.
And I admit that I was bad with that. But once I got called out on it, I worked on that. So, but that don't mean I'm not a good friend. I'm still going to be there when you need me to be there. But just pay attention to those kind of things, because one thing plus one thing and one thing is a big thing.
It's true.
So you're late. I'm always having to reach out to you. You're asking me for money. Now it's not. So
now it's a huge issue. And now, I'm not be bothered no more because it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. I'm out.
And I want to add on to this, observe this thing too. Make sure you're not always paying for a friendship.
Yes. Now tell me what you mean.
List, but it made me think about that. Like, some people feel like I got to pay to have you around.
Ooh, that's
big. What I
mean? And you mean physically pay, like money?
Pay with money
or time?
Or I'll watch the baby for you. I'll do it. Like, oh no, I was gonna get my cousin. No, it's a problem. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And now they expect you to do it.
That was the biggest thing for me.
You.
I felt like I wasn't enough. Just me being your friend. I felt like because I'm a nurturer, I had to do something in form of service somehow in order to just be around you.
Yeah, that's deep. And I know that a lot of people are out there doing it. Babies, best friends, you do not have to pay for a friendship, especially doing these things in the beginning.
Because that's how you're setting it up.
You're already creating a situation by which somebody is going to expect it.
Yes.
So stop it. Okay.
Right now.
So we're gonna there's a list ended up getting a little bit more extended because I'm almost 100% sure that at least 40% of the cases of people who are attracting people that use them, they're doing that.
Yeah.
Number 4, trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is off. Yesterday, I had a weird situation happen to me, and I came in and it was like, something was off.
Yeah.
And I told C-Wash about it. And it ended up being off.
Big time.
So you gotta trust your instinct. Yes. And you can only trust your instinct when you're clear on what it is that you want. Some people don't know what they want. Are you somebody who's like Seawash, who is the greatest associate on earth, in that she only wants people to hang out with, when you grab a beer? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm the best associate, because some folks are too busy. They cannot manage long-term friendships. They can manage an associate.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want more deep friendships where they can really talk and grow with folk and talk about their dreams.
Right.
So you can only trust your instincts, and that this person is going against your instincts, when you know what you want.
That's true.
And a lot of people not taking the time to do that, if that makes sense.
For sure.
Number 5. See, watch, you're gonna love this one.
Am I?
Learn when to say no.
There it is.
It's okay to say no.
It is.
And sometimes no, like, I don't really think I've used the word no. I've never said no to somebody, but I've said it in a way that it still means no.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice no.
I have. You've said you want to hang
no.
out 2-3 times. I told you not until such and such. So I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. No,
because no can come across as harsh.
Oh,
even for the girl, your girl, your best friend, she don't always do it like that, but it still means the same thing. No, I'm not showing up.
Right.
So learn when to say that.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you can, don't mean you should. You may be at home chilling and you got sprinkles. And you don't want JR coming over there with sprinkles.
Right.
You just want to chill with sprinkles, because you're gonna put sprinkles, sprinkles schedule.
Yeah.
And that
Sprinkles about to go down.
They're about to go down.
You about to put you a movie on. You about to put your feet up. Yeah.
And get into it and look at you. And maybe you look at you some YouTube or what have you.
Right.
And you don't want to be having to deal with JR who running around and making too much noise.
Yes.
So sure, you got the time, but no.
I think everybody should just say no every once in a while, just because.
Yeah.
Even if you got the time, even if you ain't doing nothing, even if you wasn't going nowhere for 4th of July and you could have stayed and did that shift no.
Yes.
Just no.
And it's so true. I'm a big person for like family. Like, I show up for family. And I say this all the time because I got to make it clear. I'm a very busy woman. And when I say I'm a very, very busy woman, I mean just that.
And real busy.
All aspects.
Yeah.
But I show up for family. And sometimes I'll have family that, will call, hit me, and I may be busy. And then they be giving, where are you? I have texted you a million times and haven't gotten no answer back right away, but you're so spoiled because I'm always there that now you feel like I owe you something.
Right. You expect me just to be there, just to pop up, be there first. Bring this, bring
all
that.
the jokes. I get all the jokes. Oh,
you gonna be there. I know you gonna be there. Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it no more.
Not doing it. Not coming. No. If I come, it'll be when I get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the truth. So you have to sometimes not be
Switch
available. Play hard to get.
There you go.
Especially if you're not sure what kind of person this is. For people that's cold and true blue, you don't do any of these things to these people.
No, but you don't have to.
You're just not. They're gonna show up for you, and you're gonna know what it is.
Yes.
We're talking about the ones that you're not really sure about.
Yes.
Make sure that you're seeking relationships that are balanced. Okay. And especially if you want a friendship that is balanced. What do I mean by that? If you are always hanging out at the bar with this person and then going home and you want this person to be a friend, that's not balanced. So maybe we go to the bar and then we go to the movies and then we go to see the Baltimore Ravens or the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go.
Maybe we go work out.
Okay.
Maybe we just chill with each other and just talk. We'll go to the park, maybe we just call each other. So make sure that you're seeking those relationships, because if it's all about one thing all the time, it may get stuck in that situation if that's not what you want. I said earlier, I'm not even sure if it's on this podcast, but I said that I'm okay with reciprocal relationships.
That's right.
When they're clear to me.
Right.
We're hanging out. Maybe you can get, it's nothing that I can't, but I was going to say car or drive. Let's say I want a dance partner.
But you say you don't feel like driving.
Say I don't feel like driving. I'm okay with you driving and then I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
But let's say that doesn't work for you, you want a relationship that has more substance, then you're going to have to balance it out and see this person with under more than one light. Can't just be the neon lights at the club.
I get it.
You can't just be, the dark lights in the movie that, balance it out so you can really see who this person is. Because
outside of y'all's, original. Yeah. That's so true. And the more you spend time with them, it will reveal itself after about 3 months. Anyway.
People can't be one thing, especially for new friendships, longer than 3 months. At some point,
90 days.
In most cases, you can, if you pay attention and you have a lot of interactions with them in that first month,
you get signs
you'll
anyway.
see it before then.
Yeah, for sure.
But they definitely not going to be carried out for 3 months if you're constantly talking to somebody. And that's the case. And it's the constant talking about. I had a situation in my life by which I was friends with a person for an extended amount of time, years. But it wasn't until we was in a situation where we were hanging around each other on a repeated basis that I saw this person.
Yes.
And that's
scary.
That it got away from me.
Yeah.
So we're talking about multiple interactions within this time frame. So in other words, not once a month, each month. Get yourself, if you got the time, especially in the beginning, so you can save your time, 5 or 6 events back to back in a month, maybe 3. Oh, I already know what you're about after the 4th one. I'm done. Now you got to be stuck with this person for years or 6 months or whatever, and wasting your time. And then you find yourself in a situation where you're being used.
And more than anything, pay attention, because you can have those events with those people for those many, many times in that month, and signs will be there. And because you're having fun, you can ignore them. Well, or don't think they're as big as they may be. Little red flags. Especially
if you thought the friendship was more substantial.
Okay.
So if it was a reciprocal relationship, then let it be that.
Yeah.
And it should be okay. Even if it dragged on, whatever. Yeah. You got what you wanted. You got somebody to hang out with. You got somebody to dance with. You got somebody to what have you.
No, nothing.
So it's fine. Yep. But now let's say you are relying on this person for moral or emotional support. But you've only seen them under the light, under the neon light. Never the natural light. Never different scenarios. And now you don't understand why you can't give me this. They were never for it. That was never the goal for them anyway. Yeah, you thought that it was.
Right.
This is why people find themselves being used. So we want to go over it again, honey. I think we had church.
Yeah, we did.
Let's go. I say a 6, but I think I gave y'all 7.
It may have been more than that.
I added an extra one in.
You did.
And I always make sure I plan. The first one is set clear boundaries. Communicate with those. I gave an example of the making sure you be on time. What have you? Anything that you feel like, okay, now you're doing too much. Make sure people are clear on that. If you're watching folks, baby, I will watch this JR or Junior. I don't want to say JR, but I got a grandbaby named JR. Well, I watch little Junior up until 8 o'clock. But I need you to pick Junior up at 8 because I want to go and lay down.
Right.
Don't be coming through here at 9:30 because I still got Junior when I got sprinkles.
Right.
So those are the things that you need to do. Number 2, observe. Pay attention if it's always you. Be quiet sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking too much.
You talk too much.
Number 3, stop paying for friendships. With your time, with your money.
That's such my former self.
Years. Some of us are emotionally broken down because we pay for our time being a eardrum.
Oh, man.
And you walk away from this situation, you're like, I'm tired.
Drained.
And you don't think you're being used because, they talking to me, but they're talking to you. They're not there for you. Number 4, trust your instincts.
Yes.
You only can get them when you know who you are and what it is you want. Learn when to say no, or the no's cousin, which is, I wish I could, but no. Or not right now, I got this, or I ain't got nothing. The no should not be because you doing something. They need to know that you could possibly do it, but you're not.
But no.
Now I'm not going to be able to come. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm not comfortable. I don't feel the time is right. Or
this is not the time.
Yeah.
Any of it, but they'll get the picture that it's no.
It's a no.
assess. Did I say assess the behavior in various situations?
Yes.
Okay.
Different lights. Yeah.
Different lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you're looking at it under different lights, not just the club, not just the bar.
The
Try to get
movie.
them on if that's what you want.
Yeah.
If it's not what you want, then that's fine. And our conversation over. They just the associate.
They just my club friend.
And that's okay.
Or my club associate, to your point. My dancing partner. That's it.
And seek balanced relationships. I think that's what it was.
Seek balanced.
Yeah, seek balanced relationships and make sure that this person is giving you, if it is something that you want and you want more, make sure that you are actively looking for that and that you be that. I didn't say that, but that you be that to people. It's not all about, you. But
they gonna
it needs to be
you.
about the other person too.
Amen.
You have anything you want to add?
No, those were perfect. Those were perfect.
Oh my goodness. Cause how does end up coming up, honey? We saw that the Jason Lee podcast with Tommy Lee?
I think it's Tommy Lee. Yeah.
Jason Lee and Tommy Lee,
that's cute. They got the same last name.
And she was talking about why she was always in a situation where she was being used.
Yeah.
And I knew exactly what it was after hearing her give, because she could. She has money. Folks started to expect that.
It. Yes.
And now she's in a situation where she just wants some substantial relationships and don't have them around her because you put people in a situation where you are the be all for everybody, and not even just money, just your support, showing up. People expect you to be there because the last thing they know you want to hear is you change, you different, and all that. The big people say that's been out here. Yes, I am different.
I am. I'm supposed to be though.
How do I look? Because I'm not gonna never be who I was before because I can't. You don't want old toy.
Yeah, I'm not there.
I'm not there no more.
I'm not there.
So I have changed. How do I look?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's what we're talking about.
You look good.
Now, if you are looking for a friend, please visit bestfriendinthehandbag.com. Jump into our DMs. You're going to get our Facebook page. And we want to know a few things. Number one, we want your first name. We want to know the city that you are in. We want to know your
state too.
City and state. For some cities are the same. You hear multiple cities. Your hobby. What is it that you like? Because friendships are born from hobbies. Otherwise,
what we got in common
about? Yeah, I can almost tell you how to go. Hey,
what's up?
Bye. Versus, have you seen? You went to that new restaurant over by such and such? Ooh, the one that Lee. What's the baby name? Another Lee. Keith Lee was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Want to go over there? Oh girl, yes, because I heard they got this, that, and third. And now y'all talking. Y'all found out y'all Keith Lee fans too. And now we got something to talk about.
We foodies.
What makes you a good friend?
That's the last one.
What makes you a good friend? Why should somebody even be bothered with you?
Yes.
Are you a good listener?
What can you contribute?
Do you care about other people?
Yes.
Or do you? I don't know. I got plenty of friends. Y'all gonna have to, including all of y'all got to think about that on your own.
There you go.
So, but make sure you're clear on those things.
I love it. That's it. Uh-oh. I see that face.
Oh, y'all. I'm tired. So pop me in your purse and stick me under your bed. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.